Newton's second law of motion states that the acceleration of an object is directly proportional to the net force acting on it and inversely proportional to its mass. Mathematically, it is expressed as F equals ma, where F is the net force acting on the object, m is the mass of the object, and a is the acceleration of the object. To solve problems in dynamics using Newton's second law, follow these steps. Identify the object and the forces acting on it. Identify the object of interest and determine all the forces acting on it. These forces may include gravitational force, normal force, frictional force, applied force, tension, etc. Draw a free body diagram to visualize the forces acting on the object. Determine the direction of motion. Determine the direction in which the object is expected to accelerate based on the given conditions and forces acting on it. Choose a positive direction for calculation purposes. Apply Newton's second law. Write down Newton's second law equation for the object in the direction of motion identified in step 2. Substitute the known values of force, F, and mass. Solve for the acceleration, A, using algebraic manipulation. Analyze the problem and solve for the unknowns. Determine if the acceleration calculated in step 3 is consistent with the expected direction of motion. Use the acceleration to solve for other unknown quantities in the problem, such as velocity, displacement, or additional forces. Check units and sign convention. Ensure that all quantities, force, mass, acceleration, are expressed in appropriate units, e.g., newtons for force, kilograms for mass, meters per second squared for acceleration. Pay attention to the sign convention. Positive forces and accelerations indicate motion in the chosen positive direction, while negative forces and accelerations indicate motion in the opposite direction. Verify the solution. Check the solution to ensure that it makes physical sense and is consistent with the given conditions and problem statement. Verify the calculated values by comparing them with experimental results or by cross-checking with other relevant equations or principles. By following these steps and applying Newton's second law, you can solve problems in dynamics involving the motion of objects under the influence of various forces. This approach allows you to analyze and predict the behavior of objects in different situations and understand the fundamental principles of classical mechanics.